When the Angry Birds movie came out, I thought it was just going to be a one-off. Like, I enjoyed the movie well enough, and I was playing the mobile games when it came out, but I didn't think it was that good to warrant a sequel. But in comes Sony Pictures Animation, who had nothing to do with the first movie, to butt in and say, you know what? This masterpiece deserves a sequel, and thus, for some reason, a number 2 would soon be added. What's going on, guys? ET Terminator here, and today I will be reviewing the 2019 movie, The Angry Birds Movie 2. In the past, Sony Pictures Animation has come off some big losses, both critically and commercially, with the most obvious example being this thing. But at the time this movie came out, the company was coming off a big win in the name of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and many people were wondering what Sony would do next. Little did they know it would be a sequel to a movie no one really cared about. I didn't really know what to think of this movie when the trailers came out. On one hand, I was fuming that they made another movie, and on the other, I was quite curious about the plot, and actually saying, this may be good. And you know what? This movie is bloody funny. You heard me. Funny. I thought this movie was going to crash and burn like any other sequels, except maybe Toy Story, but it was a really fun movie. From the gags to the storyline to the overall atmosphere, this movie was a really great watch. What's the plot? Red, voiced by Jason Sudeikis, is recognized as a hero following the events of the first movie, and every day is consistently saving Bird Island with help from his friends Bomb, voiced by Danny McBride, and Chuck, voiced by Josh Gad, from the Pigs at Piggy Island, led by Leonard, voiced by Bill Hader. But everything changes when ice balls start flying from the sky. The birds and pigs form a truce and are forced to team up to defeat the eagles at Eagle Island, led by Zeta, voiced by Leslie Jones, who are plotting to destroy the two islands and make them their tropical paradise after being on an icy wasteland for what feels like forever. The gags in this movie are so rapid fire that once you are done laughing at one joke, another one happens and you laugh again. Some of the new characters introduced to this movie are also quite interesting to watch. My personal favourite being Silver, voiced by Rachel Bloom. She has that sort of courage and charm that just makes her an enjoyable character. The ratings on this movie are also pretty spectacular. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film is the highest rated video game movie on the site, followed by movies such as Detective Pikachu and the recent Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Do I think it deserved that rating? Absolutely. This movie is one of the better video game movies, and I did not expect to have as much fun as I did. So, what's the verdict? The Angry Birds Movie 2 is an awesome movie. The plot was enjoyable, the characters were likable, and it was overall a major improvement over its predecessor. Some, and I mean only a tiny bit, of the jokes are already past its funny stage, and it hasn't even been out for a year yet. For example, a scene where Bomb is distracting the Eagle Island guards by dancing Baby Shark. But other than that, it is an enjoyable movie and definitely worth a watch. Congratulations, Sony. Your belief in this movie paid off. I'm gonna give The Angry Birds Movie 2 a B+.